Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I've got a bit of an audience today. Hi guys. Right, y'all listen. I'm sick of being a nice person, yeah? I've noticed I've gotten way too nice. That's it, I'm done. RIP to Moose. Belle Aubrey, aka the guru of life, is back with another bang of videos. I'll be real, no one has really pissed me off this much since the Susie Lou situation. One thing I've noticed about Belle, the painful hours, the literal torture of watching her videos. It doesn't matter what topic she covers, it is all about Belle. I don't know how she does it. And because of this, she makes assumptions sound like truths. Now, this new video of hers is called Exposing Willymac's Manipulation, Point by Point. The manipulation, yeah? Easy word to throw around that. It is clear as day this chick doesn't know what the word means. It's funny that, because the majority of the time, she hasn't got a clue what she's talking about. I mean, the like and dislike ratio is something. Oh. I've tried to chill myself out of this one. I noticed I was getting way too heated in the last videos. I have definitely chonged the CBD this morning. And I'm ready. So let's see wag one.
As I'm sure you're now aware, there's a small group of creators out there who are trying very vigorously to spread the narrative that I hate Eugenia Cooney for whatever reason, and that I'm trying to bully and harass her in order to foment hate against me. Me calling out in her Discord and trying to hold her accountable for the damaging effect that she has on her audience, which is largely made up of minors, is all just because I'm mean and evil and I like to bully a fellow ED sufferer. This narrative is so disingenuous, it's honestly disgusting.
I wasn't ready for this today, actually. I've changed my mind. Again, where's the proof? We are literally funning around. How do you keep coming out with large claims, but yet show us nothing? What do you mean, Belle? Please, we are all trying to understand. This chick just loves to drop bombs for fun, no? How do you not understand how people have come to the conclusion that you hate Eugenia? You've literally proved that point right off the bat of this video. You've just said there's another in her Discord. Where, son? Where? Come on. What damaging effect? You can't even show it. I love this, May. You're labelling Eugenia once again something that she isn't. How do you do that when you care about someone? Come on, that's bullshit and you know.
First, I want you to take a look at this thumbnail and see how intentionally manipulative Willy is being. He took a picture of Eugenia crying about something that had nothing to do with me, and yet he's here trying to paint the picture that somehow I'm responsible for Eugenia crying here. He also went and found the angriest looking still he could from my video, again, to try to paint this image in people's brains that I'm angry and it's making Eugenia cry, because I'm the evil one and Eugenia's the victim. I bring this up because I think this thumbnail is the perfect indication to show how manipulative his entire narrative is.
Yo, what? Just gonna take this out of fresh air, yeah? I think you're analysing the thumbnail too much here. Alright, fair play, pretty wacky argument if you ask me. But if you're applying that logic to Willymac, then what is this thumbnail from use? You've took a snap off an innocent Eugenia Cooney video of her trying on a costume and whacked Pro Anna on it. I'm just going to take a little guess here, but I think that's way more misleading and manipulative, no? Sorry, and harmful. Hold on though. This is where we leave planet Earth. This part is so delusional, you ain't even gonna believe.
She takes a positive caption on one of Eugenia's photos and twists it in the worst way possible.
Attached to this photo, she has a caption that says, "What you think about yourself is more important than what others think of you." So in this photo, it seems like on the surface, it's about like positivity and self-love and self-care and things like that, which are great and wonderful things. However, I have a hard time believing that this caption is about loving yourself and wanting to take care of yourself, because clearly she is not taking care of herself.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Eugenia Cooney can't even write a positive message without Belle villainizing her.
Yes, it's called toxic positivity or fake positivity, and it's a thing. And it's something Eugenia has been doing for a very, very long time, and you can verify that by checking her Twitter.
Okay, how can you verify that by checking her Twitter? What? How are you? Oh, this is so aggravating to see. How are you actually out here twisting things like this? You don't even know the intention. You're assuming again and preaching that it's fact. What the actual fuck am I seeing? You could say that about everything anyone's ever said. This is the most pathetic attempt of reaching I have ever seen. Sorry to be the one to tell you, Belle, but it's not all about you. Stop trying to put people down with absolute bollocks. I could not believe she sat here trying to justify this. What is there to justify? I'm so confused. So then she moves on to body checking again. And this is the clip that she has to prove it.
Can I fit my fingers around my bicep? What's my bicep here? Yeah, I can do that, if that's what you're asking.
Lifting her legs instead of recording her shoes in the shoe haul video or shoe collection video. Like I said earlier, it's, you know, she might be looking in the monitor to see if she's in frame, but a normal person would usually only have their shoes in frame if they're doing a shoe collection or a shoe haul.
Someone literally asked her a question, and now suddenly everything she does is body checking. I really give up with these people, man. I'm coming out dumber every video I do. And then the shoe thing. The shoe thing. I don't even know. Do I even have to go through this? Hang on. She might have just been feeling her outfit that day. Is that a crime now? AKA, your main issue here is because she has an ED, right? Be honest. Because it's so blatantly obvious now. You're just fishing for points. If that's your only hardcore proof of body checking, then once again, I have lost faith in the world.
But also, EDs are literally the most deadly mental illness out there. And so I think it's very irresponsible to talk about it without talking about the dangers of body checking.
Personally, I think it's very irresponsible to go off on someone who is struggling with an ED by presenting an absolute hateful approach with little to nothing to back it up to the extent of what you're saying it is. If you just pause the clip, it says experts say too much body checking. You've literally shown us one clip of Eugenia putting her hands around her wrist that someone asked her if she could. The exaggeration here, I'll tell you. You're going full on Hulk smash to someone that don't even deserve it.
This was not an objective critique or audit as he was trying to frame it. This was literally a hit piece meant to smear me as much as he possibly could.
Does Belle show any examples for how I smeared her or how I was being dishonest? No, of course not.
Again, just take a look at the thumbnail.
Is this a joke? How soft do you want to be? Oh, it's okay for you to make thumbnails on other people in a worse way, but this thumbnail is not okay.
As we've discussed, Eugenia's content doesn't do that, but Belle just doesn't seem to understand.
Where have you been for the last year? What are you talking about? Yes, it does. When she's producing this type of content, and then she goes around and tells her impressionable young audience that she's completely fine, please don't worry about her, everything's okay, everything's like completely cool, it's okay if you look like that, it's okay if you look a certain way, don't listen to what other people think, that is influencing them. That is telling them that it is okay that she looks like that, and therefore she's spreading the message that it's okay if they look like her too.
Where did you get that from? Where has she said that it's okay and healthy to look like her? When has she ever told others they can look like her if they don't eat? She clearly isn't researching what she's saying, and it's a farce. This chick thinks it's acceptable to launch these claims out her mouth. How can you call out Willymac for manipulation when you are the definition of manipulation? It's crazy, I know.
YouTube actually responded, "Thanks for the info. Mind following her Twitter account so we can move the conversation to DMs?" Belle accepted, and this is what she relayed of the conversation. YouTube just said they can't identify any TOS violations with Eugenia. Wow, it looks like YouTube doesn't agree with you. They agree with me.
Yeah, because YouTube never allows profit to get in the way of their good judgment, does it? That's completely ludicrous. The idea that any corporation would prioritize profit above, doing what's right is just a completely ridiculous idea.
Wow, what a pathetic argument. If it doesn't go your way, oh, it's all for monies. Shut up. You cannot deplatform someone for having an ED, you absolute muppet. She isn't even doing the things you say she is, because it's all in your head. You're simply seeing things, yeah, that aren't there. Delusion, mate. It's a you issue. Do not push your issues on someone else. How is that acceptable? And this shocking disgrace of a video.
The only thing that I can possibly think of is that I just don't generate the same amount of ad revenue that Eugenia does. Eugenia is making YouTube a ton of money, and I'm just not doing that.
YouTube ad revenue is split 55-45 between the creator and Google. That means YouTube is at most making $3,000 or $4,000 a month from her. They're $1 billion company, Belle. It's Google. Google needs Eugenia Cooney to survive. What branch of YouTube is being held up by Eugenia Cooney's paycheck? YouTube doesn't need Eugenia to stay financially afloat.
Of his entire rebuttal video, this is probably the most obtuse statement that he makes. He really tries to frame it like YouTube isn't a $1 billion corporation that is trying to make money. YouTube is a $1 billion corporation, and so they have incentive to keep them on here. Now, obviously, Eugenia is not the largest YouTuber, but she is one of their larger YouTubers.
Oh my gosh, you just got slammed? Why in God's name are you trying to combat that point? She really has a hard time acknowledging that she's wrong, though. I guess it's Belle's way or no way. Even when there's proof, it's fake, mate.
Belle is acting with malicious intent.
Yes, you heard that right. He states here, with 100% certainty, that I am acting with malicious intent.
You are, though, but carry on.
Willymac, the same guy who tried to crucify me because I stated as a fact that Eugenia Cooney's parents were somehow involved, which I shouldn't have done, by the way. I personally believe that her parents are involved to some extent, but I don't think I should have presented that as a fact in my video.
No way. Shut the front door now. She admitted she was wrong. Kinda. Holy shit. Jesus part the seas now.
I'm gonna repeat this one last time. I don't have any hatred or malice or ill intent towards Eugenia Cooney at all. Despite what Willymac and other creators are trying to make it seem like, I actually don't hate her and I want to see her get better.
Oh, I feel like she just hides behind this, no? So it's okay to talk shit about someone and then at the end of the video say you care about them. How about no? How about fuck off? Your actions prove otherwise. You care so much about someone with an ED that you were petitioning to get them temporarily deplatformed just so they could face their ED. You gotta be out your mind.
But also, just because these people are trying to spread this false narrative.
False narratives? Yeah, you know all about that, don't you, Belle? It's like arguing with a wall. As if she's trying to twist it like this then. Bruh, you got slammed to the ground and you cannot even admit it. That's embarrassing. So cringe. This woman's a grown-ass woman. It's bitchiness. Ugh.
Eugenia is a creator who is doing a lot of harm with her platform.
Show us then, but of course she don't. Even her own viewers are starting to notice. One comment reading, Belle, I'm a long time viewer, and as someone suffering from an ED, I was full support of you in your first videos of EC. However, as time had gone on, you've said some really insensitive things about EDs. Even though you say you're recovered yourself, these recent videos, I'm thoroughly disappointed in your behaviour. You've managed to make the issue with EC about yourself. You know what? Take me hat off. Well said. I think this comment really sums up the situation at hand. Just because you've gone through an ED doesn't give you the moral high ground. The situation with Eugenia and how Belle speaks about it sounds more personal. And it's really frustrating because Belle is simply using kids as an excuse. Content creators are not babysitters, yeah? Only Eugenia can help Eugenia. But Belle promoting petitions to get her temporarily deplatformed and keep pushing these misleading videos of literally reaching for points is not helping the situation that she is preaching to care about. You're putting her down further. Listen to her own words.
I just kind of feel like sometimes people keep like pushing me and people don't accept my answers or they just keep telling me like why I'm wrong. But sometimes it can be kind of scary because like I said, sometimes people, I just feel like are so quick to kind of like put me down.
The chick can't even listen to the person she's talking about. Don't dish out criticism if you cannot take it. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please take care, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one, so I'm fucking worn out now. In a bit!